The industry and environmental officials briefed on the plan. The proposed regulation by the Environmental Protection Agency would set greenhouse gas emissions limits for the 2027-2032 model years that would far exceed the goals the auto industry agreed to in 2021. Tasha Stevens reporting.
One of the two Democrats expelled last week from the Tennessee House for breaking the rules of the legislative body has now been reinstated. Nashville's governing council voting to send Justin Jones back to the legislature. The other lawmaker, Justin Pearson, could be reinstated later today. More on these stories at townhall.com.
This is staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki with your regional radio forecast. Mainly sunny this afternoon with a high of 79. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies again. Tonight, lows level off around 52. Highs around 80. Tomorrow, mainly sunny skies. Dry with temperatures well above average. Thursday and Friday, and highs in the upper 70s. Hear weather twice an hour or online anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 61.
Hey everybody, Buddy Wilson here, your new country financial agent in Clinton. While we can't do anything about insurance industry rate increases, we still offer the best personal service you deserve. Click on my icon on DeWittDailyNews.com.
For the latest in Central Illinois agricultural news, visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com. Get updated information on markets, weather, ag news, local interviews with NAFB farm broadcaster Jared White, and much, much more. All at IllinoisFarmRadio.com.
Did you know our full-service automotive detail shop started with just one employee? This is Scott Baum. At Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton, we can't take the credit for the great ideas that have helped us grow. In fact, it's the employees and customers who've supported our full-service offerings, such as their service, parts, collision, detail, quick lube, and towing departments. For transportation, if you need it, we offer it. Just part of our commitment to providing you great service. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
If you're looking for a local, full or part-time job in Central Illinois, there's an easy place to go to find current job openings. It's IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. You'll find jobs available near you. And the best part is that it's free for candidates to access 24/7. If you want a local job when you don't have to spend a lot of money on gas to get to, then you want access to IllinoisJobPost.com to check out current local job openings. That web address again is IllinoisJobPost.com. Another service from your friends at the Miller Media Group.
Let's swing open the farm gate together every day on WHOW. I'm Stu Ellis, your host of the long-running agriculture feature called The Farm Gate. I bring the latest news and information on where agriculture is and where it's going to WHOW Ag listeners several times a day. From tariffs to treaties, from the Board of Trade to the running board on your truck, I cover Central Illinois agriculture every day on The Farm Gate. Hear it all on WHOW's many platforms on the radio or online. Join me, Stu Ellis, for The Farm Gate.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in studio today is Josh Thielen. Josh, you told me this before we went on the air, the
Service officer
for the American Legion in Clinton. And Josh, it's good to see you again, my man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm so happy to be back again.
Yeah, absolutely. You come with some exciting and big news, Josh, today. What do you have going on? Tell us about this.
All right. So for years, we've been doing our walk-run event on the 4th of July, and we've seen the numbers kind of dwindle down a little bit. COVID affected that quite a bit, but unfortunately, Celebrate Clinton wasn't able to provide enough volunteers to bring the events back, which would help bring my numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to Celebrate Clinton, and we agreed to help them bring back the events and provide the volunteers and really take the reins on the events for the 4th of July. So the American Legion is leading the way in bringing those events back for the community.
So basically bringing back the 4th of July events in downtown Clinton.
Yes.
It's what you're aiming for this year.
We've got quite a list going of different groups that are bringing in items to sell or just participation in general.
So, Josh, you talked about the 4th of July celebration. We were catching up a little off the air. The 4th of July celebration really gave probably your participants something to look forward to after they were done with the run walk, and so gave them a reason to come out and stick around and have a day, make a day or a morning of it, whatever the case may be. So, take me through the process of you and the Legion leading the charge to bring back basically the 4th of July activities. When did this start for you? Talk about the ball getting rolling in your mind, and then, the things you had to do to make it happen. Walk us through that process.
So pre-COVID, when the events were occurring, our walk run event always kicked it off at 7:00. They'd get done about 7:30, 7:45, be able to go across to the other side and have breakfast with the police department. They would serve it. And that would go from 8 to 9. 9:00, all the events would kick off. And it really provided us with more people to be able to come and participate because they wanted to do stuff all morning. We had around 80 people showing up regularly before COVID. When COVID came in and we didn't do the events, we only had 3 participants that year for our event. And we kept going. We tried it again the next year. We got up to about 15 participants. Then last year we got about 20. So the numbers started coming back up again, but without anything to do afterwards, most people aren't going to consider coming to the walk run event if there's nothing else to do. So last year, a lot of people, it was insane, the amount of people that came up to me and said, what's going on with the events? Why aren't they coming back? So I wanted to see them come back this year. And I asked Celebrate Clinton what happened. They said, we just don't have the volunteers. We don't have the capability to keep doing that event. And I said, all right, how can I help? Can the American Legion take it over? And they said, if we want to take it over, we were welcome to it. So I took it to our meeting. We discussed it and we got the ball rolling. We delayed a little bit, and then finally somebody put a boot in me and said, hey, we need to get started, get these events going so we're prepared. And so over the past month, I've started gathering different groups to participate and trying to bring back what we used to have, as well as adding a few new ones, and hopefully really making this a big community event.
This is more a rhetorical question, but man, how many good things happen because someone says, how can I help? That's awesome. So as you start to put this together, like when did the pieces start to fall into place? What was kind of falling into place that you're able to announce this morning? Speak to the last maybe couple of months and what's been happening with you.
So the question came in, how are we going to be able to get all this together? Who's going to participate? What are we going to do? And I just said, let me talk to some people. Let me see what I can get. So I reached out to some of the food trucks, Go Food Truck from the church, and Old Time Ice Cream were the first 2 that I reached out to. Both of them said, yes, we're absolutely excited. We'll be there. So that was a big addition. Something that we didn't have before was having more food options. So I wanted to provide that without getting it carnival style. We want our local community, our local members and businesses to participate and be a part of this as well. So that was a good opportunity. Then I reached back out to the police department to see if they would want to serve breakfast and how all that went. Whether or not they cooked it, did we have to cook it? How did that work before? And how can we do it again? So they said, well, Celebrate Clinton used to cook it and then they would serve it. Not a problem. We've got a kitchen at the Legion. We can still do this. So we'll cook the breakfast. The police department agreed to serve again. And I said, all right, what else do we need? The dunk tank was always a fan favorite. The bike race, the watermelon eating contest, those things are stuff that everybody's been asking me to bring back. So we will definitely be bringing those back. The Travis family has stepped up and helped me big time, saying, hey, how can we help? They volunteered to take on whatever I need. So they are going to lead the watermelon eating contest and bring all that back. We're going to bring back the decorated bike and the bike parade. And then the dunk tank, whatever it takes, I'm going to get that back out here again. We're also adding a die-cast car races. So Hot Wheels track set up. We'll let the kids come up and race against each other. And we really just want a big community event that everybody's going to have a blast with. We want all ages to have fun with it.
Sure. Of course, again, our guest in studio today, Mr. Josh Thielen, he is the district
immediate past district commander and the service officer.
Sorry, Josh, for always butchering that. Service officer, American Legion here in Clinton. So the Celebrate Clinton Association had trouble with volunteers. And I'm sure, that's just an issue that is kind of ongoing in small town, Illinois, small town America these days. How did you, in your mind, think about how do we buck that trend? How do we make sure we get volunteers? Speak to your thought process on how you wanted to approach making sure you had the volunteers.
Well, at first my thought was, if I create a schedule about half hour to hour increments and get other organizations involved that would want to take on those time slots and come up with an event, they provide their own volunteers for it. And then that would minimize the amount of volunteers that I needed. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten a lot of feedback back from that. I know that a lot of the organizations are still talking about it amongst themselves, and there's still time for them to figure out what they want to do. But I want to still get the ball rolling and get more stuff involved, get more events going, and try to still provide for a large community event. So while I haven't given up on that opportunity, we went on to Facebook. We started asking people to help out. And that's where Jamie Travis stepped in and said, "Hey, how can I help? Where can I volunteer?" Her husband agreed to help out. Her daughter's helping out. So just through my own friends and my family, we're starting to get those volunteers to come in and start helping out wherever I need it. And I just think that if we're helping each other out, in the end, this will still work. Even if it's one or two people that are leading the whole thing, we can still make it happen.
For sure. Well, and I mean, this would be a good opportunity to say, hey, if you missed this event in the past, give 30 minutes, 1 hour of your day that day and enjoy the rest of it. That's a great way to make sure it comes back and stays back,
Yeah. Even 5 minutes. If you're walking by and you see some trash on the ground, help us out, pick it up, keep the area clean. That's one moment of volunteerism that helps us out more than you realize.
Sure.
And it's that much less that we have to worry about.
So as you continue planning here, Josh, what do you need? What's whether it's a volunteer opportunity or, I know you need sponsorships for the cost of things. This is, that was probably another thing it was a costly event. So what do you need at this point the community can step up and help you out with?
Well, one of the biggest worries from the members of the American Legion was the cost. So we're doing everything in our power to minimize that. But some items like trash service or toilet services, those are still going to cost us money. So we're trying to reach out for sponsorships to cover those costs, as well as trying to reach out for sponsors that want to maybe cover some of the awards for the watermelon eating contest or cover the cost for the awards for the decorated bikes. We do have a donation of awards for the winners for the decorated bikes.
Okay.
So that's starting to come together. But just reach out to us. If you want to help out financially and not volunteer, that's fine. You want to be a full sponsor, we'll give you recognition wherever we can. And then if you just want to be an anonymous sponsor, that's fine too.
Sure.
You don't want your name out there. We understand it. Just, you can send the check to 219 North Elizabeth Street here in Clinton. Put in the memo that it's for the 4th of July events, and we'll take care of it from there. Put on there that you want it to be anonymous. That's fine. It doesn't bother us at all.
Okay.
And if you just want to volunteer your time, contact me on Facebook. You basically search any part of Facebook. You're going to find either my name or the American Legion.
Okay.
Where we share everything through every news group that we have possible.
Have you set up a Facebook event page or anything like that yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is an event page set up, and we just shared it. I think the day before yesterday got shared throughout the community and everything else. So about once a week to every other week, I'll be sharing that. And if you follow that event page, you'll be able to see all the sponsors and everybody else that is giving their time.
What did you call it so folks can find it?
It's just the 4th of July on the square.
Okay. All right.
And you can always just search for the Craig Bennett American Legion page.
Okay.
And you'll find the event listed.
What did I miss today, Josh, you want to put out there for us?
I just want to thank one more time to CrossFit Gym out of Wapella. They're another one that's trying to plan an event that they're not sure what they want to do yet, but they're definitely coming out. The farmers market who will be out there, Go Food Truck, Old Time Ice Cream, the Methodist Church, AmVets, the Travis family, all of them.
Sure.
They're all participating right now. Michael Morrow is our DJ. He volunteered his time and his equipment to be able to do it for us. So I want to thank everybody that's stepped up and already helping us out.
Very good. Well, Josh, let's take a time out here. Again, just one more time, how do folks get a hold of you or the Legion to volunteer or to learn more? What's the best way to learn?
The best way is to search for Craig Bennett American Legion, and you'll find us. Even look for Clinton, Illinois American Legion.
That is Josh Thielen with the American Legion, our guest in studio for today. More to come with Josh coming up on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace now offers free assembly and free delivery, so it's never been easier to get a great grill for your family, like a Weber gas grill, a Traeger wood pellet grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. Only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block. What you need in stock. With people who know their grills.
This is Brad from Gibson Ace Hardware in Clinton, Illinois. Stop in to see us, the helpful place at 114 North Madison Street, Clinton.
See participating store for details.
I'm Len Casper, the voice of the White Sox Radio Network. Follow the Sox across central Illinois on the Big 1520 WHOW.
Sponsored by Baum Chevy Buick, Clinton Community YMCA, Covenant Animal Clinic, Jason France, your State Farm insurance agent, Midstate Eye, and Nan Krang with Remax Choice, the 217 home team, all in Clinton.
Warner Hospital providing ENT health and otolaryngology services to DeWitt County with Gibson Area Hospital and Dr. Jonathan Glickstein. Your ENT health is important, and Dr. Glickstein is an experienced otolaryngologist specializing in ear, nose, and throat conditions and head and neck surgery, dedicated to excellence in patient care for the best ENT services. Now seeing patients at the Warner Specialty Clinic in Clinton. To book your appointment in Clinton, call 217-784-2808.
Hey, this is Todd Gleason from Illinois Extension here with a time change for our daily market report on WHOW. You can now catch our daily review of the commodity markets at 5:06 on all of WHOW's many platforms. You'll still hear all of our commodity analysts and weather professionals each afternoon, but at a brand new time. And you'll still hear the weekly wrap-up of the commodity markets right here on WHOW when Commodity Week airs Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. Remember the time change for the daily closing market report on WHOW at our new time, 5:06 p.m. weekdays.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in studio today is Josh Thielen with the American Legion in Clinton. And Josh, as we talk here for this morning, I know that we were catching up in the break. Boys State, Girls State, Youth Police Program, all those things are coming up. Talk to me a little bit about what each of these is and the opportunity that these young people have.
All right. So the youth police program is a 1-week event. This year, I'm looking it up here real quick, is June 18th through the June 23rd.
Okay.
And it's just an opportunity for anybody between the ages of, I just saw it on here. I want to say 15 to 17. Yes. Ages 15 to 17 that want to learn and understand more about being a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Any aspect of the police force, they try to cover a lot of it in that 1 week, so you can really get an idea of what they do.
Now, wasn't this canceled last year?
It did get canceled last year, unfortunately, because there was a mix-up in scheduling with the National Guard out of Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to go off to training, and it wound up creating an issue for our timing.
Okay.
So we had to cancel it last year due to an unfortunate event, but it is back this year. We're excited to have it back, and I really want to send as many people as I can. And if our post can't get them sent, I will find another post that is willing to sponsor them.
Mm-hmm.
We can make sure that we send anybody that's interested.
Mm-hmm.
Last year,
does that mean
5
like
students.
covering their costs and all those
Yes.
things?
There is no cost to the family. They do ask that you send $20 with them for their fun day that they do, so that they have a little bit of spending money for that. But other than that, there is no cost to the family whatsoever. We pay the fees to send them to it, and then it's up to the family if they want to drive their kids up there and go pick them up on the graduation day, or if they want us to drop them off and pick them up.
Sure.
That option's available too. So if somebody wants to go, but they're worried that they don't have the transportation, talk to us. We will make sure that we get them up there. If they
Gotcha.
want to go, there's no reason to stop them.
Sure. How do folks learn more about that opportunity, Josh?
Best opportunity is to contact us on Facebook. You can go toillegion.org. Go into programs and services, youth police. I think it's under safety, law, and order.
Okay.
And then it'll pull up the youth police program, the brochure. But best way is reach out to us on Facebook, and we'll get you the application.
Let's talk Boys Girls State, that opportunity as well this summer. What do you have there, Josh?
All right. So Boys and Girls State is a program that is designed for juniors that are going into their senior year. And it's a week-long event in Charleston. Boys State is 1 week, Girls State will be the next week, and they may overlap with the youth police program.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the dates yet for it, but it's an opportunity if you want to learn more about government, as well as having just probably one of the best times that you'll have throughout your high school
career,
your time frame in high school. Everybody that we've always sent in the past has always come back talking about how much fun they had getting to know people that they would have never met any other way. Maybe not even talked to if they ever did meet them again. But you will make so many more friends. We get about 300 students throughout the state that go to Eastern Illinois University. They hang out, they split them up into what they call 4 cities. And then each city, they elect their own mayor, their police force, their lawyers, and they create their own counties from that, state government. And if you're selected, you'll go on to Boys Nation, where you create the same thing in a national environment. So it's a really good opportunity to learn about government. They break up into different sports teams. So they provide sports opportunities. It's not just about government.
Gotcha.
If you don't want to be elected for any position, you just want to go up there and have a good time, that's completely up to you. Again, this one is completely paid for by the American Legion. No money needs to be sent with the students, just the clothes that are requested for the week. And they'll have to fill out some other forms if they choose to run for a specific position. They might have to make their own signs.
Gotcha.
The idea is that you will run just like you do for a regular election. You'll have signs that get made that your friends get to show support to for you to try to do it. It really is a fun event.
Sure. Definitely. Well, Josh, I hate to do this to you. I have to let you go. Where do folks go to learn about all things 4th of July, Boys State, the Police Academy? How about all that?
Absolute easiest way is look us up on Facebook. Look for Clinton, Illinois American Legion. You can Google it even. It will take you straight to our stuff.
Very good. Josh, it's always good to see you. Thanks for making time for us. Josh Thielen, the Clinton American Legion, our guest in studio. The morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. Brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton.
WHOW.